Okay guys, it's pastrami time. So I'm Dan Caskey with Rescue Man Barbecue. We're here in Summerville, South Carolina. And normally, fun thing for me to do in March is to fire off a pastrami brisket instead of a traditional corned beef. So these are on sale, and so that's why we grabbed them. This is your corned beef flat that you would get at Publix, similar supermarket. This guy says he weighs 2.5, almost 3 pounds. Got another one here. Now this guy, and I'll show you the difference in the two. This guy weighs 4 pounds. Okay, brand isn't important, it's the cut. You're gonna wanna search this cut through. So we grabbed it when it was on sale. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare to turn a corned beef into a pastrami. This is basically packed in sodium, right? This is salt water solution that we're packed in here, phosphates and all that kind of stuff. But it was on sale, pretty good deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get them out of the package, and we're going to start our debrining essentially. So we're going to rinse them really good, and then we're going to put them in a pan of water that we change out, and we'll show you how we do that. Let's get to it. It's going to come with this little packet here. It does have coriander and stuff in it that we're interested, so we'll hold on to it. If you make your own spice rub, you know you're not going to use it, you can just discard it. Each packet, each company is a little different, so you'll see that. Right now, just a simple rinse, nothing fancy. All right, these guys could certainly be cousins at some level, but let's take a look at some differences here. Okay, the cut is pretty much, it's all flat, right? So it's all kind of flat, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this guy, big old hunk of fat there. This one good. Fat's on here. We're gonna probably trim this up later, okay? Right now, I'm just throwing it in a pan. I'm gonna put this full of water, and then what we do is we change the water every hour. See ya.
Okay, here we have just a simple water bath. We're gonna rinse this off, dump it out every hour until we get that salt content down.
Okay, this is rinse number 3. It's gonna be our final rinse. Let's get ready to head out for a run between rainstorms, but we're gonna get this pastrami going. It's been an all day kind of thing. We've been soaking it. So we've rinsed this for 5 hours. To kind of desalinate it, okay? So then we've got, this is a brisket, remember, so I've got your fat side. Now I'm gonna get this silver skin off, okay? Got a curved bony knife, and we're just gonna trim this like we're trimming a brisket here. Oftentimes you're gonna find that the butchers are a little aggressive with their cutting, and so it's not as even. There's a lot of cuts in here. My preference is to remove anything that's silver skin because I'm not going to get smoke, I'm not going to get flavor, I'm not going to get rub in below that, right? The semi-permeable membrane, and it's designed not to let stuff through as much, okay? So this is a flexible boning knife, as I said. Just use your favorite brisket trimmer. Sometimes I can get this going as a sheet here, like this. I'm just gonna trim this guy down. All right, again, I'm keeping those brisket trimmings. They make some great meatballs. All right, so I got that silver skin off. Now this is just like the fat on the top of the brisket.
I might want to take a little bit of this out, but there's not very much on here. But if you don't want to eat fat, then you're going to want to thin it up. Some of this will come off. If it's soft, then you know it's probably just going to be, we can add flavor to it, it'll add flavor to it. But if it's the hard, you don't want to eat that. You don't want to leave it on. Again, if you cook something you don't want to eat, you just wasted time, effort, energy, you know? All right, so there's our brisket. That's one. Let's go do the other one. See what I mean? See that cut? Can you see that? Either it's done by a machine or a butcher with a heavy hand, I guess. A lot of it's automated tools, so it's kind of easy to do that. All right, remember we had to essentially deep brine this thing. You could do this yourself and just take a beef brisket to start with, and you'd put a little salt cure on it, and this would have to sit in the fridge for a day or two, versus the full long brine if you're going to do it like a corned beef. Okay, so there we go. Let's check out what we're eating here. Yeah, see, we're not eating this fat either. That's coming off. Comes off like a sheet. See, that's not going anywhere. So get that off. And we got this big thick piece up here. Let's see if we can get underneath of that. Yeah, there you go. Trimming brisket. Man, hours we spend. All right, there comes a point at which there comes a point, right? So we don't want to get this too thin. We want to keep a nice piece of meat. So we're gonna pat it dry. The next step here, we're going to sweat this in the fridge, let this dry in an air-cooled, fridge, if you will. All right, so we're going to start with fresh cracked pepper, and that nice pastrami crust. All right. I'm gonna go get those corianders. We're gonna get this on here. This is Beef Brigade. It's a beef brisket, right? You need to have all those good flavors on there. Let me go get that coriander and get at it. All right, so we took the spice pack that it comes with, ground it up a little bit. We added some garlic, a bunch of cracked pepper in there. Beef Brigade, as we said. It's gonna give it those notes that we're looking for. It's gonna smell amazing. Try to get the sides. Don't need to go too heavy with this one with salt, because there's so much salt already in. Now this is heavy, but I'm peppering it, right? I'm flavoring it with the pepper. So all right, now sometimes we'll let this set in the fridge uncovered overnight. But again, we're doing this quick pastrami, so we've rinsed it out, and now we're gonna do 30 minutes while we get the grill going. We're gonna put it back on ice in at least 30 minutes, and then it'll come out of the fridge and go in the smoker.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get these briskets on a greased wire rack.
Okay, we're firing up GMG. This is a pellet fired grill. It is fully digital and controllable with my app on the smartphone. So it's got two meat probes, which would be perfect for this. We've got our Texas blend in here, which is an oak mesquite blend, and we're gonna fire it up, set it at 225, and get these guys on. Okay, we're dropping in the GMG smoker now. We put our internal probes in. That'll allow us to ramp and monitor the temperatures, and we're gonna get it smoking. Okay guys, it's been about an hour. Boy, look at that. So, I put it in a tray. This is just some beef broth. You remember from our brisket where we can make some au jus. All right, we're just gonna be spritzing our brisket here. Want to get that bark looking nice, a bit moist. I did go ahead and turn it up to 325 degrees. It's looking good.
Okay, after another hour, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We smoked to an internal temperature of 200 degrees, held it for an hour, and this was our results. Man, that looks so good. Tender and smoky. Let's cut it open. Take a look. You see that corned beef-like appearance? That's from the phosphates and salts that were in it. We've of course lessened that salt content to give it more of a pastrami flavor, but it'll have a distinct meat flavor that you're used to. Man, this is delicious. Slice and serve. Hot. Put this in a casserole. Man, deli sandwiches are just made for this. Look at that. You can use a meat slicer, or if you're good with some knife skills, you can get this sucker trimmed up nice. Looks like something you'd expect to see in a deli counter, and you can make it yourself. The taste on this is gonna blow your mind. We love to serve it on a bed of sauerkraut with Swiss and Thousand Island. So good.